Whatever, daydreamers.
Daydreamers.
Grab a slits and come over to the lounge.
Whatever, daydreamers. Good tune, man. Classic tune.
Fleetwood Mac there with Dreams. Aaron, we're going to talk about music this episode.
Awesome.
We're going to talk about our influences and what inspired us to get into music, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, John.
Do you want to go first, Aaron? Or
sure.
should I go? Yeah, why don't you go first?
Yeah.
I would love to hear.
Sounds like a plan. So, yeah, as far as musical interests go, I don't know. I have quite a few different genres I'm into. Quite a nice variety. I don't know. First off, I love a lot of classic rock. So I listen to a lot of 60s and 70s rock. You know, and with that, you know, some southern rock, a lot of blues rock. So I mean,
some Leonard Skinner in there.
A little
the king of southern rock. Right?
A little Leonard. Admittedly, I'm much more of an Allman Brothers fan.
Those big bands from the South.
Than Leonard, though.
All related, kind of, sort of.
Sure, absolutely. But you know, Allman Brothers, Hendrix, of course. You know,
I never was.
CCR.
I was never a big Hendrix guy, but I was always. You know what the funny thing is? I never was a big Hendrix guy, but I always liked the people that were influenced by Hendrix. I like Hendrix, but not as much as I like the people that were influenced by Hendrix.
Sure.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Hendrix might be a little bit of an acquired taste. You know?
Hendrix definitely is very important, and I definitely respect Hendrix a lot. But he never really got me. But I understand for the time period that it was very important.
It was.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Hendrix, Allman Brothers, you know, Cream.
Oh yeah.
With Ginger Baker and Eric Clapton and Jack Bruce. Gotta
sure.
love those guys.
Hell yeah. Poor Jack Bruce passing away, man, last year.
Yeah, he did. That was a real shock.
Weren't you going to interview him or something?
I was actually going to try to interview him. Yeah, and for those of you who may not know, I'm a freelance journalist, and I specialize in interviewing a lot of musicians on the regional and national level. And the last several years, I've mostly focused on like that classic rock era, you know, where Cream would have came out of. So a lot of 60s and 70s kind of era musicians is really my focus. And yeah, I actually gave it a shot. Tried to interview Jack Bruce, and I had some communications with his publicist, with his public relations firm, and sadly he passed away, and never got that shot. But that would have been one hell of an interview if I was able to secure it. But yeah, classic rock, you know, blues rock, little southern rock. A lot of 50s rock and roll too. Bill Haley, Buddy Holly.
Oh yeah.
Richie Valens, Dion.
I like Dion. I love Dion. I love all his songs.
Yeah, big jazz fan.
Why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love?
But yeah, jazz, Miles Davis, Duke Ellington, Coltrane, and this goes way back. And I'll wrap it up and let you share your musical interests, but I also love ragtime. Now, for you in the younger generations here, you may never have heard of ragtime, so I encourage you to look it up, and look up one particular ragtime artist by the name of Scott Joplin. He played some...
Janis Joplin's brother?
I don't think so. But he played one hell of a piano. Yeah, quite a variety. 60s pop, 70s soul and R&B, a little disco, surf rock. But that's pretty much my interest. I know I went on a little bit.
Oh, don't you worry about it, man.
But my interests run deep and far. So.
Far and wide.
But what about you, man? What do you love?
I love acoustic music. I think you probably all could guess that. Love, Jim Croce, John Denver. I love a lot of Beatles. I know it's not so much acoustic, but in general, I love, those real classic bands. I love Beatles. Love. One of my favorite things of all time is the end of Abbey Road, the record, the Abbey Road medley. Sun King medley with the Golden Slumbers medley. By far, so beautiful, so amazing. Love that. My guitar playing, I would say, I play a lot of open notes. I'm an almost exclusively finger picker, finger style player. I play nylon string guitars for the most time. I find that they have more of like a piano sound, and I really enjoy it. When I play a steel string, I get a little too much twang, and I do like twang, but I don't want that much, And what else? I play nylons because also I was a bass player for a long time. And I feel that going from bass to guitar, I felt, for me, matched a little better because the necks are a little wider. I don't know if you're familiar with a nylon string, but the necks are wider, strings are a little more thicker, a little more rounder, and they're generally supposed to be played with fingers. And when you're a bass player, you generally play with fingers. So I thought that was a great transition for me as a player. But come to listening, I love all types of music. And this might sound really funny to a lot of you, but like I really enjoy some old school rap. And I like Tupac, I like Biggie, I like Wu-Tang. And what I find very interesting with rap, and something that I know I don't really play any of that, but what I find interesting is like the repeating and when you listen to rap, you kind of relax. And when we're trying to make our music, I try to make music that kind of makes you relax, takes the load off, makes you feel cool, because rap makes you feel cool. I know that sounds kind of funny coming from a white guy from the suburbs, but I'm trying to make, something that makes you relax, feels good, something you don't get out of a lot of rock. Rock is very good, but sometimes, it gets too much, and I love getting built up and energized, but sometimes, man, you just want to unwind,
Sure.
And that might be another reason why I love a lot of the acoustics. You listen to those acoustic guys and just those acoustics give you a very beautiful sound,
Well, it sounds like our interests really run the gamut.
We go all over.
Anywhere from the Who and
ragtime to Tupac Shakur,
the
Allman Brothers,
the Grassroots.
Oh, shout out to Mark Dawson for sure. Bill Turner as well.
Yeah.
I hope you guys get to see these.
Hey Mark, hey Bill. Thanks for
thank you guys so much.
We appreciate it.
I hope someday we get to meet in person.
Absolutely. All
right, we gotta call it quits.
All right. Well, this concludes another episode of the Daydreamers Lounge. Cheers to you, John, and cheers to you. Thanks for putting up with us.
Check out our website, our Facebook, our Twitter. Check out our album Ignite, and have a good night.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.